President Donald Trump has once again turned his attention toward late-night television. And this time, his target is none other than NBC's Seth Meyers. In a heated TruthSocial post that quickly went viral, Trump didn't hold back as he fired off a series of harsh comments against the Late Night with Seth Meyers host, calling him a deranged lunatic and questioning why NBC continues to support him. The former president's outburst reignites his long-standing feud with late-night TV personalities, who have often mocked him on air since his first campaign and presidency. Trump's latest post on TruthSocial was written in his signature capitalized style, filled with dramatic accusations and personal attacks. He began by accusing Meyers of being completely out of control, writing that his beliefs and attitude on television are totally unacceptable. He then took direct aim at NBC, asking why the network would waste its time and money on a guy like this. Trump's post didn't stop there. He doubled down on the insults, calling Meyers the least talented person to ever perform live in the history of television, and even suggested that he might be the worst performer of all time, whether live or recorded. The attack came as a shock even to those used to Trump's social media habits, as Meyers has largely avoided direct public interactions with the former president in recent months. Still, Meyers has made Trump a recurring subject of his political monologues for years, often calling out his policies and behavior in his trademark deadpan style. Many viewers believe this consistent criticism is what set Trump off again. Trump's rant escalated further when he accused the NBC host of potentially breaking the law, though he offered no explanation for the claim. No TNT, no RATNGS 100% anti-ITRMP, WHICHS paro babi LYIL legal L. The message sparked intense reactions online, with many questioning what law Trump thought Meyers could have violated simply by criticizing him. Despite the confusion, Trump's statement reflects his ongoing hostility toward mainstream media, especially outlets that feature comedians and commentators who mock his political career. This is far from the first time Trump has gone after a late-night host. Earlier this year, he lashed out at Jimmy Kimmel after Kimmel made a controversial comment involving conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Trump supporters began calling for ABC to suspend Kimmel. And surprisingly, that actually happened. Kimmel's brief removal from the airwaves created an uproar across the entertainment industry, with several Hollywood stars and fans rallying behind him. The backlash against Disney, ABC's parent company, was so severe that they quickly reversed their decision, allowing Kimmel to return to his late-night slot. Kimmel's emotional on-air return after his suspension drew millions of views online and reignited public sympathy for the comedian. Many praised Disney for eventually standing up for free speech, but some damage was already done. Critics accused the company of caving to political pressure too easily. The controversy left a lasting dent in Disney's reputation, especially among viewers who saw the initial suspension as censorship driven by Trump's influence. Now Trump's focus has shifted from ABC to NBC, with Meyers being his latest target. But this isn't the first time Trump has gone after NBC hosts either. After his feud with Kimmel, Trump reportedly demanded that NBC take action against Jimmy Fallon, calling the Tonight Show host a total loser who had lost his charm and audience because of his political stance. Trump even went so far as to call NBC fake news NBC and claimed that it should be next in line to face cancellation after ABC. He lumped Fallon and Meyers together in his post, calling them two total losers for what he described as their unfunny and hateful jokes about him. Over the years, Trump's relationship with late-night television has been deeply antagonistic. When he was still hosting The Apprentice on NBC, many of these comedians occasionally invited him as a guest. But once Trump entered politics, the tone shifted dramatically. Late-night shows became one of the main platforms for satirizing his policies, speeches, and controversies. From Saturday Night Live sketches to nightly monologues, Trump's presidency became a goldmine for comedic material. Naturally, he didn't take it lightly. Seth Meyers, in particular, has a history with Trump that goes back long before the TruthSocial era. In fact, Meyers famously roasted Trump at the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner, an event many political analysts believe played a role in Trump's decision to run for president years later. During that dinner, Meyers joked about Trump's political ambitions and called him out for his obsession with the Obama birther conspiracy. According to reports, Trump didn't take kindly to being the butt of that joke, and many observers think he's held a grudge ever since. Since Trump's presidency, Meyers has regularly used his show's A Closer Look segment to analyze and ridicule Trump's statements, policies, and scandals. While many viewers see it as sharp political commentary, Trump considers it an ongoing personal attack. His recent rant shows that the tension between them hasn't faded, even years after Trump left office. NBC has not officially responded to Trump's recent comments, though insiders at the network reportedly aren't surprised. A senior producer at NBC, speaking anonymously, told entertainment outlets that Seth has been on Trump's radar for years. It's almost like an unending back and forth that fuels both of them. The source also mentioned that Meyers is unlikely to address Trump's comments directly, as he tends to let his monologue do the talking instead of engaging publicly in social media feuds. Meanwhile, Trump's supporters have flooded his TruthSocial post with encouragement, praising him for standing up to liberal media. However, critics argue that his repeated attacks on comedians and TV hosts only make him appear thin-skinned and unable to handle humor directed his way. Political commentators also note that Trump's strategy seems to be focused on discrediting media voices that criticize him, a pattern that was seen during his presidency as well. Despite his ongoing battles with the entertainment world, Trump's influence over public discourse remains strong. His posts still make headlines, and every outburst tends to dominate social media for days. Many analysts believe Trump uses these public spats to keep his name in the news cycle, especially as he eyes another run for the White House. By targeting popular TV figures, he keeps his base energized and reinforces the idea that mainstream media is against him, a narrative that has worked effectively for him since 2016. Seth Meyers, on the other hand, hasn't made any official comment about the new attack. But fans are already anticipating that he'll subtly reference it in one of his upcoming monologues, as he often does when responding to political controversies. Whether he laughs it off or turns it into another sharp critique remains to be seen. This latest incident continues to blur the lines between politics and entertainment, something that's become increasingly common in the Trump era. For many viewers, these ongoing battles between a former president and comedians are both entertaining and exhausting. But for Trump, it's clearly part of a larger strategy to maintain control of the public conversation. Each insult, post, or feud guarantees media coverage, and as history has shown, that's something he thrives on. As for NBC, the network seems content to let the situation play out naturally. Meyers' show continues to perform steadily, and there are no signs of the network bowing to political pressure. In fact, many industry insiders believe that Trump's attacks only boost ratings, as curious viewers tune in to see how comedians respond. In that sense, Trump's criticism may actually be helping the very people he's trying to take down. Whether this feud escalates further remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Trump's war with late-night comedy is far from over. From Kimmel to Fallon to Meyers, no host appears safe from his TruthSocial tirades. And given how much traction these posts generate, it's unlikely he'll stop anytime soon. For now, all eyes are on how Seth Meyers might respond, as the tension between politics and entertainment continues to heat up in the most dramatic way possible.